Thank you for jamming with me. And of course, the next time you hear the sound of my voice will be for the evening's announcements coming up at 6:30. Don't forget, after 6:30, after the announcements, at 7, we have Islam in Focus. And then Legal Affairs and You comes through at 8 o'clock tonight on DBS Radio. The news comes up right now on DBS.
Fair and balanced, unbiased and clear, concise and accurate. This is the DBS Evening News. Here now is your presenter with the headlines.
In headlines, a shooting incident in Granby has left a 27-year-old male dead. In the news from the region, Jamaica's opposition leader calls for independent inquiry into the general election process. Internationally, Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro found guilty of coup plot. The details of these stories and more coming up next.
It's in the feeling and how we talk. It's in the meaning and our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are.
DBS News.
And welcome back. A special good evening to our listeners of Acoustic Worship Radio. First off, a shooting incident in Granby has left 27-year-old Lee Joshua Leslie dead. Milia Joseph Dennis visited the scene of the shooting.
Unfortunate scene here in the beautiful community of Granby. The information reaching DBS, of course, is there was an alleged shooting here this afternoon, just about 1:30 p.m., which claimed the life of Lee Joshua Leslie of Granby parentage, 27 years old, just living in the community for just about 4 years now. And the information reaching us is that he was shot and killed right here. He has been officially pronounced dead by a medical doctor. So that is the situation here in Granby. Again, an alleged shooting claiming the life of young Lee Joshua Leslie, 27 years of age. And the initial stage of the investigation is ongoing. It's an unfortunate scene here in the community of Granby. Quiet. The folks would have been awakened somewhat, or surprised more so through the sounds of gunshots. And so we are here just below Lale, above an area would have called Attis. So just below Bem Shop area, for those of you who would be familiar with Granby. So we're here in Lale, where this incident took place. Again, an alleged shooting that claimed the life of a young man, again by the name of Lee Joshua Leslie, 27 years.
Meantime, Amelia Joseph Dennis spoke to the mother of the deceased, Miranda Brown.
Aladdin, his nickname was Aladdin, his real name was Lee. And he was a very nice boy, very nice boy. That boy was very nice. He was with everybody. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened, why the person that chose to kill him that way did it. But I pray that his soul rest in peace. Also, I am heartbroken. I have other children, but that one, it hurting me for this one there, because I wasn't expecting that. I just pray God he rest in peace and that I find justice for my son. That's all I'm asking, justice for my son. That's what I want.
Where were you when you heard the news?
I was at work. At the time, and I got the news from somebody called my phone telling me, look, they just shoot my son there and he on the road there and so. And then I got another call from my other friend, Merlin down the road. She called me again and she told me, Miranda, you're not coming and check on your child. Look, they shoot Aladdin and Aladdin lied on the road there and no police, no nobody. So I had to call the Roseau ambulance and then they tell me they will call the police station and so forth to pass the message. And then I left work with a co-worker of mine from Martin. She couldn't let me go by myself. She came with me and she was supporting me all the way. Yes, so
when you came, what did you see?
When I came, I saw, they tell me, look down there, his body is. So I said, everywhere bow up already. So everywhere was taped up and so I couldn't come close to the body. But then after a good while, when they uncover him to do their investigations and so forth, they were doing investigation. I happened to take a glance and I saw him. The boy always had a smile on his face. He died with all his teeth showing. All his nice teeth showing. And he does dead just like that. Oh God, I ask you to forgive the person that do it. Forgive the person that do it, but it wouldn't go easy like that.
And that was mother of the deceased, Mr. Lee Joshua Leslie. Her name, Miranda Brown. Still in the national focus, the Electoral Commission has ruled out speculations that eligible voters who are residents abroad must meet a resident requirement in order to be confirmed. The voters' confirmation process is set to begin next month. Chief Elections Officer Anthea Joseph made this statement to the media today.
Recently, there have been some concerns about who is allowed to be confirmed as a voter. The Commission wishes to address those concerns as follows. It is essential to differentiate between voter confirmation and voter registration. Voter confirmation refers to the process by which an individual already included on the voter list published in May 2025 can confirm his or her status as a voter. This is an opportunity for those eligible voters to confirm their intention to participate in the electoral process. It is crucial to emphasize that the voter confirmation process is exclusive to individuals who are already registered on the voters list. This clarification is important considering misinformation suggesting that voters who are resident abroad must meet a residence requirement in order to be confirmed. This is not true for Dominican citizens. A Dominican citizen whose name is on the voters register or list and who resides abroad does not have to be a resident in Dominica for any period in order to be confirmed. On the other hand, however, a Commonwealth citizen whose name is on the voters list is not entitled to be confirmed if he or she has left Dominica and appears no longer to be an ordinary resident in a polling district.
Joseph emphasized that all registered Dominican citizens can partake in the voter confirmation process.
It is important that the distinction between Dominican citizens and Commonwealth citizens be understood. The Commission assures the public that all Dominican citizens who are registered voters retain their right to be confirmed, whether they reside in or out of Dominica. All they have to do is to submit an application with the required supporting documents. They do not have to prove that they have not been resident in Dominica for any period of time between the date they first registered to vote and the date which they apply for confirmation. The application for confirmation cannot be rejected on the grounds of residence. To ensure that every registered voter's right to participate in the democratic process is safeguarded, the Electoral Commission calls on all citizens to disregard misleading information and to approach the voter confirmation process with confidence. We also call on those seeking to misinform and derail the rights of voters to desist from such behavior. The Commission remains committed to facilitating an inclusive and equitable electoral system for all, and we hope that those with a platform and influence will address the process with honesty and correct information.
Chief Elections Officer Anthea Joseph. The Unit Trust Corporation has expanded its global presence by launching its investment fund in Dominica. The official launch event was held this morning at the Fort Young Hotel. Executive Director of the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation, Nigel Edwards, says the investment fund is for citizens at all levels of the Dominican society.
UTC GBFL is an investment product that is specifically designed for the people of the Eastern Caribbean. It is managed by a team of experienced financial experts who've been expanding the fund's reach through sensible and safe methods. UTC GBFL aims to provide a valuable financial resource for our Caribbean community, a pathway to sustainable wealth creation for all of our citizens. And we intend to open a new pathway for Dominicans who are ready to shape a more secure and prosperous financial future. Our purpose in launching this fund here today is that a more secure and prosperous financial future should belong to every Dominican. Yes, for the ones in this room, but also for the customs officer who greeted us as we entered Dominica. It is also for the young budding phlebotomist I met 2 days ago. That's who this is meant to capture, together with the people in this room. This fund, yes, is right for institutions. It's right for those who are already wealthy, but it's also for the ordinary people who are looking to build wealth with discipline and consistency.
Executive Director of the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation, Nigel Edwards. Meantime, Director of the UTC Fund Management Services Limited, Trevor Brathwaite, says this fund should be seen as a regional initiative.
So this fund is a testament to continued investor confidence and security. Folks in St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, and St. Kitts and Nevis have already successfully and safely invested towards their future. The Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation is not a newcomer to the region. I think some folks in Dominica will know that. For over 40 years it has been in existence and has been doing just that, being a very successful operation, and therefore can be classified as a dedicated partner in financial empowerment. It is on this legacy that we bring proven expertise directly to your doorstep. The UTC GBFL is a tangible example of what we can achieve together. I emphasize achieve together because that is the region's motto. Let's work together so that we can be successful.
Director of the UTC Fund Management Services Limited, Trevor Brathwaite. The Dominica Festivals Committee has officially announced that dancehall titan Vibes Cartel will headline the 25th anniversary of the World Creole Music Festival in Dominica. This announcement was made through a Facebook post on the Dominica Festivals Committee page on Wednesday. The 25th anniversary of the World Creole Music Festival marks a milestone year, bringing one of the biggest names in dancehall music directly from Jamaica to Roseau for 3 unforgettable nights filled with pulsating rhythms, Caribbean culture, and world-class performances. The event is scheduled for October 24th to 26, 2025 at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. According to the post, the 3 nights are expected to showcase a diverse range of music genres, including zouk, kadas, dancehall, reggae, booyah, soca, and Afrobeat, all in one place. Still in the national focus, Acting Minister for Labour and Small Business Development Darren Pinard has called on small businesses to participate in the October 20th to the 23rd Tea Village Creole at Botanic Gardens. Mr. Pinard says the annual event gives small businesses a platform to showcase themselves.
Well, things are coming on nicely. We have everything approved already for the activity. We expect to have a great event this year. We're looking to bring in some new partner to work with. A special part of it, I will leave that for later at the official press conference to disclose. But I think we'll have an excellent event this year. We're targeting around 90 businesses, 90 or so local businesses, small agro-processors and so on. And also the various artists, and that will be performing on the main stage. So, but we're just looking to continue to make incremental improvements and try to make sure that everybody who comes to Dominica leading up to the independence, leading up to the World Creole Music Festival, have an excellent time while they're here. We have no plans to stop. I mean, if anything, we will look to continue to improve on it. So definitely we're looking to continue. The Village is a staple part of our independence celebrations right now. And it's something that we're very proud of. And, and I think that since the government of Dominica took over the TV Village, we've done an excellent job in terms of continuing to improve on the product. By all accounts, we keep getting better every year. So I see no plans to slow it down or stop anywhere in the future. So.
And that was Acting Minister for Labour and Small Business Development, Darren Pinard. A $7.5 million water supply project for Casa Bruce is underway. Parliamentary Representative for Casa Bruce, Octavia Alfred, says the project will address concerns for residents of the area.
Work has begun for the new water system for Casa Bruce under the Water Sector Strategic Development Project, also referred to as the National Water Enhancement Project in the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica's Public Sector Investment Plan. The community of Casa Bruce is elated that DUASCO has begun work at a rapid rate. Constant water shortage has been very stressful for residents since the community is presently served from the Senhouse River. The flow is usually insufficient during the dry season, and this situation has worsened in recent times. The Casa Bruce Water Supply Augmentation Sub-Project shall include the following components: construction of a new intake, construction of 2 storage tanks, 115,000 gallons and another 220,000 gallons, construction of new supply pipes and a new pump station, installation of the new distribution pipes. The Casa Bruce project will cost about $7.5 million EC dollars. We are happy that this work is progressing rapidly, and we hope that the rates will not slow down.
And that was a parliamentary representative for Casa Bruce, Octavia Alfred. St. Mary's Academy will host the official naming ceremony of the Elwin Jolly Science Lab on Friday, September 12th at 10 a.m. at the Academy's campus in Roseau. The special occasion will honor the memory of alumnus and late principal Cuthbert Elwin and celebrate the generosity of Jolly's Pharmacies Limited and recognize the enduring contributions of the Jolly's family to education and community development in Dominica. The event will bring together distinguished guests, including representative of the Elwin and Jolly's families, academy administrators, faculty, students, alumni, and members of the community. This brings us to the end of this evening's National Focus. Up next is news from the region and international.
It's in the feeling and how we talk. It's in the meaning and our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. 'Cause the rhythm of life is pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrate and come let your rhythm flow.
DBS News.
And welcome back. Now news from the region. The People's National Party President, or PNP, Mark Golding, today called for an independent inquiry into the operations of the Electoral Office of Jamaica, following what he said were reports of irregularities during last week's general election, which the opposition PNP lost to the ruling Jamaica Labour Party. Golding expressed concerns that the general voting process at polling stations contributed to voter frustration and suppression. The opposition leader pointed to the usual practice of finger inking, which he said is now being used by some agents to prevent voters from exercising their right on election day. Golding said his party will be sending out teams to conduct field surveys in constituencies most impacted by the issues. Internationally, the former president of Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro, has been convicted of plotting a military coup. 3 out of 5 Supreme Court justices found the 70-year-old guilty of leading a conspiracy aimed at keeping him in power after he lost the 2022 election to his left-wing rival, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, as the plot failed to enlist enough support from the military to go ahead, as it did culminate in the storming of government buildings by Bolsonaro supporters on the 8th of January 2023, the justices has found. One justice acquitted Bolsonaro, and a final one is yet to vote. But the simple majority is enough to convict the former president, who could now face decades in jail. He will be sentenced on Friday. This brings us to the end of this evening's news. Up next is sports.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Flow's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or larger. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
Welcome to your DBS Evening Sports for today, September 11th for 2025. First off, Antigua and Barbuda Falcons captain Imad Wassim says Jaden Seals' bowling display last night set the tone as the Falcons beat the Guyana Amazon Warriors to advance to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Jaden Seals got 4 wickets as the Falcons dismissed the Warriors for just 99 runs. The Falcons won by 4 wickets and are now third in the points table on 11 points.
Jaden Seals, how good he bowled. Whole tournament he's bowling. Couldn't able to get big wickets, and now today he was fantastic. And then all the bowlers, Osama bowled really well. Like I said, all the puzzles are getting together, so we are looking at a good side now.
Imad, you've created history tonight with your franchise. First time into the playoffs. What does it mean to the side?
A lot. I think, like I said, we are here to win the tournament, and now we are taking one step at a time. Now we qualified for the playoffs, and anything can happen in the playoff. The way we are playing, some mistakes we are making, we will sit again, and we haven't played our A game yet, and we are into the playoff. We want to play A games now.
I was in Antigua with you, and you told me, look, this side has what it takes to go all the way. I know where it's one set at a time into the playoffs. How do you take the next few days?
Look, we're going to have rest, sit and chill here in Guyana. It's a good place. And then we will have practice and stuff. We are working very hard. Every player is burning the house down, which is fantastic, and the results are coming off. So that's what we want our team. Results is not in our control, but the effort is in our control, which we did fantastically today.
And that was Antigua and Barbuda Falcons captain Imad Wassim. Meantime, the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons campaign has been dealt a significant blow with the announcement that all-rounder Justin Greaves has been ruled out of the remainder of the 2025 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League due to injury. CPL action continues tonight with the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots in a must-win match against the Barbados Royals. That game gets underway at 7 p.m. In more sports, the 2026 Men's T20 World Cup is likely to be played between February 7th and March 8th. The tournament will be co-hosted by India and Sri Lanka and will comprise of 20 teams. The finals will be in Sri Lanka or India, depending on whether Pakistan is playing. India and Pakistan are not playing in each other's countries due to strained political relations between the two governments at present. At present, 15 teams have been confirmed for the 2026 Men's T20 World Cup. India, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Australia, Bangladesh, England, South Africa, USA, West Indies, New Zealand, Pakistan, Ireland, Canada, Netherlands, and Italy, who have qualified for a World Cup for the first time. Of the remaining 5 teams, 2 will come from the Africa region qualifier and 3 from the Asia and East Asia Pacific qualifier. More sports. President of the Dominica Table Tennis Association, Peter Leta, says the recent donation of equipment to the association will go a long way towards developing table tennis on the island. The Table Tennis Association has received a shipment of table tennis equipment from the International Table Tennis Association. Leta says the donation is significant.
Things are looking good for table tennis in Dominica. I mean, a while back we received $2,000 from the International Table Tennis Federation, the ITTF, and now we are receiving a shipment of table tennis equipment consisting of 8 boards, 8 nets, 1,200 balls, and 100 rackets. I mean, this equipment is going to go a long way for table tennis. We have to sit down as an association, as an executive, and plan how we're going to put this equipment to good use. We just completed a talent identification program in August. I mean, for 4 days, we had approximately 50 kids showing up and we have identified talent. The Dominica Table Tennis Association wants to thank the ITTF, the International Table Tennis Federation, for the assistance, $2,000 and the table tennis equipment.
And that was the president of the Dominica Table Tennis Association, Peter Later. The Dr. Daru Pishle Sports Club Falcons and the West Coast Ballers will meet this weekend to decide the DABA Division 1 champions. This as both teams scored wins in their respective semi-final series last night at the Massac Indoor facility. The Dr. Daru Pishle Sports Club Falcons scored a comfortable win, beating the Convenience Plus Maho Gators in Game 3 of their series 89-75. Yawani Regis had 29, Zach Bastia 26, and Karim Daniel 18 for the Falcons, while Delton Eugene and Omarion Blah scored 18 points each for the Gators. The Falcons won the series 2-1, and Falcons head coach is Yannick Regis.
Yeah, we came tonight with a lot of composure. We still a little too much turnovers, but all in all, we played some good defense, which led to some easy baskets in transition, and we really took advantage of that, and thank God we ended up with the win.
What are some of the preparations or things that went into preparing for tonight's game?
Well, we had to work on a lot of our turnovers, our sets, our post-ups. We had to take advantage of what we have, which is a size advantage. We have a height advantage, and we really maximized on that. We had some nice rebounds. We played some good defense. All in all, we really pressured the ball tonight. We got a lot of turnovers, which helped us to score most of our baskets in transition tonight.
Had a full team tonight, Zach, Yawani, almost Karim as well. How much confidence does that give you now as the Falcons look to win the championship?
Well, Gavin, you just named the top 3 players in the Division 1. So with those kind of talents we have there, I think we can beat anybody, and I think we should beat anybody. And heading to the finals on Saturday, hoping our fans come out in numbers to support us, and we can take home the championship this year.
And that was the Falcons head coach, Yannick Regis. Meantime, a new champion will be crowned in the DABA Division 1 League as the defending champions, the Detroit Blazers, were blown out of the arena, losing to the West Coast Ballers in Game 3 of their semi-final series. It was an offensive struggle for the Blazers as they managed only 4 points in the second quarter. They lost badly, 73-38. Sharon Vidal had 23 points and Dean Vidal had 18 for the West Coast Ballers. West Coast Ballers team captain is Sharon Vidal.
The game tonight, we came well prepared. We came out with the mindset to be composed. We know we played against Blazers in Massac, so we know some things might not go our way, but you always have to stay composed. That's just sports, and yeah, we executed the game plan.
Defensively, that was a masterpiece that you guys put on, restricting the Blazers to just 16 points in the first half. So how much of an impact do you think it had on the game?
Defense leads to offense. We are a young team, so we can be able to get out in transition quick enough. So once we play solid defense and we don't give the referee any chance to blow their whistle, just play solid defense and move your foot, offense will come easy. And that's why the score is 73-38.
With a kind of a victory like that now, how much confidence does this give you as you prepare for the Falcons in the finals?
Well, it gives us also confidence, but at the same time, it's a new team. Not every team is the same game plan. We need to make sure we execute the game plan, always stay composure, because this is finals. We can't lose our head.
And that was West Coast Ballers team captain Sharon Vidal. Game 1 of the finals will be on Saturday. The action continues with matches in the Premier League tonight. The Police Sports Club will play the Paybush Super Eagles at 7 p.m., while at 9 p.m. is the BAA Sharks up against the Happy 767 Sports Club Dominators. More sports are into football this time as Margaret FC and the St. Joseph FC had to share the points as the DFA Division 1 League continued last night at the Benjamins Park. The match ended 2 apiece. Meantime, the other matches between the Do It Center Mighty Avengers and Valley FC, which was scheduled for the DFA Technical Center, all the game did not happen due to the stench from the Fonkale landfill. The football action continues tonight with Tarish United FC taking on Kensborough SC at 7 p.m. at the DFA Technical Center. More sports. President of the Dominican Olympic Committee, Billy Doctrove, says efforts will be made to deal with the inactive sporting associations during his new term in office. Doctrove, speaking on the Off the Field program last night, said that there are growing concerns with the number of inactive sporting associations.
Presently, we have 3 affiliates who have not been functioning, who have not been active for almost 3 years. And this is a concern to us, because we believe that if initially you were elected by a general membership to to serve and to help develop that particular sport, how can you not be active with no activity for almost 3 years? That means the sport is suffering, your membership is suffering, and you are not fulfilling the mandate given to you. So these are things that we want to look at very carefully.
He says that changes will be made to the Constitution to address these concerns.
Because right now, there is nothing in the Constitution which would allow us to take action against those associations who are inactive for so long. But we have included that in our constitutional reform, so there will be avenues and articles to ensure that we will be able to take action against those affiliates. But what we want to do in the first place is to try and assist them to get back to be active organizations.
And that was the president of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctorow, taking us to the end of this evening's news and sports. A special thanks to the DBS News and Sports team and Link personnel, DJ Hillawai.
At Flow, loyalty pays back. That's why we're rewarding our customers with $400 in vouchers. That's like 5 months of your mobile bill back in your pocket. Simply add mobile to your current home internet plan and claim your $400 in rewards today. Loyalty pays back. That's how we keep your rhythm flowing.
DBS Radio gives you top quality service over any other for live streaming of funerals. Call us today at 448-3282.
Good evening and welcome to the evening edition of the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board. It is the 11th day of September 2025. We begin with this evening's edition of the DBS Radio Death Announcements on the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board. We announce the death of Sophia Frederick, better known as Sophie, age 42, of Maho River, Kalinago Territory. She died on Friday, the 5th of September, at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. She was the daughter of Elon Gabriel. She was the wife of Jumadine Frederick. She was the mother of Ragiv, Radhika, Rahim, Rashona, and Selena Frederick. She will also be remembered by her stepfather, Lennox Gabriel, her siblings, Jean-Charles, Joseph, Noeline, and Adrian Gabriel in Dominica, and Namond Gabriel in Guadeloupe. Also, Nella Edom in France and Jonis Joseph in Atlanta. Her mother-in-law, Veronica Frederick, her brothers-in-law, Fedu and Dr. Korak Frederick, Roger James in Dominica, and Alexandre Edom in France. Her sisters-in-law, Serena Frederick, Angelina James, and Trisha Joseph in Dominica, and Diane Joseph in